run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the Jets. The coach will regret even letting them stay in the game. See my route took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just try not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Dallas Cowboys and our home team. Marr now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Mayfield on 1st down. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, Mayfield. That's out to Chubb, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 33 yards that time.
Things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us for their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Great gains back-to-back. Last time over 30 yards, better than 20 here.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15.
132 fighter.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Njoku. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point up and through. And it's now a 7-0 game. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. The tackle made by the linebacker, Joe Schobert.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Well, they had that one snipped out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Now Elliott. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
Watch the twitch. You got to get moving, man. Man, move it. You got to get that.
Running with Elliott. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. So they take a big chance here in their own territory, and you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room?
Yeah.
Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. First carry for Nick Chubb. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. On the tackle, it's Randy Gregory. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Throwing on 2nd down, Mayfield. His throw caught right around the 6. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really...
And he's in! Touchdown, Browns! A 2-yard touchdown run, and the Browns add 6 to their lead. And there you go, nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and set them down.
Eluding the pressure right. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down.
We're going to 54. Right here. We're going to 53.
They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one.
Not sure I agreed with the decision to go for it, but I definitely agreed with his decision to run it. He picked up that big first down. I think he let his head coach off the hook.
That's what I was just going to say. If there's anybody more happy than the quarterback picking it up, it's the coach that saw him pick it up. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. A give to Elliott running left. Wiggles free, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Mike 22, Mike 22. Go, get out 26.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The #1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Here's Beckham. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mayfield trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Mike 22, he's cutting. 22's cutting. Mike. You got nothing today. Trump. You got nothing. Swear. Hey. Check hot, bro. Hot. Mike 22, Mike 26.
On 2nd and a yard. Prescott. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Jannard Avery came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. 10th carry now for Elliott. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally taken down at the 34. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Here go 46.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
That type of run right there, that just fires me up when I watch it because that's maybe the most underrated aspect of his game. The ability to break tackles and know where the first down chains are and pick them up. He's tough, good pedigree. Dad Stacy was a linebacker at Missouri. Yeah, and how about Mom on the track team? So I think that's where the speed came from. And she's not shy about letting us know that, too.
Yeah, I got the best of both worlds. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. And that's Elliott, complete. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. 2nd down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining.
Come on, QB, come on. Mike 22. 22's coming. Gun. Mike 22, Mike 47. Get him.
Now Prescott. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. Marr able to put this one through. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mayfield, room here to run. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. You think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead, not so fast. That pick 6 really changes the complexion, probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now, probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they can get their focus back.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Second half stretch with a carry by Elliott. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They go to Elliott again. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here. I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes if you got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. And the blitz does come. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask a rat. They'll tell you.
The point after is good, and that makes it a 21-10 game. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Kill. We're going to 53.
Here's Prescott. Throw left side complete. That's Elliott. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. On 4th, they do snap it to Prescott. On the right side, this is Austin with a catch. And unable to break away, they stop him a few yards shy. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. A run for Nick Chubb. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. They run it again with Chubb. Past the 20. There he goes left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns add on to their lead. No problem there on the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. Joseph now to kick this one away. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. Then he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return.
Let's go.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 38. They start on the ground with Elliott. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And an alley to run. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big run that time by Elliott. 59 yards for him on the ground. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. It'll be first and goal when we come back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. It's a keeper with Prescott. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
Well, that's tough right there. Asking your quarterback to get you 2 yards on a sneak. As it turns out, he gets them no yards instead.
Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way over.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys cut into that lead. Able to punch it in on third down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a fourth down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Let's go! Let's go!
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. A big play that time out of Chubb. 63 yards on the ground.
Check curls, check curls, check curls. Alert, 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 alert.
Mayfield down. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. From a yard out. And the Browns add 6.